Hello, 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 and welcome back to yet another episode where we sit around our dining table and talk to you about whatever we want to talk to you about. And you just have to listen for as long as you please.
Hopefully that's the entirety of the show. We would love for you to stick around. Tell us your opinions. Share with us. Talk into your phone as if we're right there with you.
Your woes and your troubles.
Your woes and your troubles. I have also been forced to dress up in office attire for this episode.
I was dressing up for office attire for this episode because we are going to be discussing my least favorite topic on the face of the planet.
Work, labor,
Jobs.
Employment.
Money making. Money making.
It's got some pros.
It has some pros.
Mostly cons.
Mostly, there's only one pro. Money. And all of the rest are cons. That's so true.
Not unless you like what you do. If you like what you do, you'll never work a day in your life.
It seems like nobody wants to work these days. Imagine if Kim Kardashian was a Scouser.
Try it.
Seems like no one wants to work these days. Get your ass up and work.
That was good.
Thanks so much.
Nice. Let's dig into our career path.
Sometimes you're like, we start the podcast and you say, let's dive in. And I'm like, we have a catchphrase. Like we have a title of the podcast and it is to dig in, as if we're eating, but we're also digging into a topic, and you just miss it every time. Why are your collars on your shirt so big?
I don't know.
What is this shirt?
I don't go to work.
Collar.
I don't go to work,
like
so I don't have nice
collars.
collars.
Like humongous.
I don't have nice shirts. I don't go to work.
Oh my God.
I
You don't
dress
have
in my
ni-
pajamas
you
and
don't
gym
have nice
clothes.
shirts.
No.
Oh, that's sad. Have you seen like The Great Gatsby, the movie? No, you've never seen. No, not the recent one, the remake with it's not
Leonardo DiCaprio.
It's not even recent. Leonardo DiCaprio.
No.
We studied English in English lit in college. We studied The Great Gatsby. They made us watch like the 70s or the 60s movie version of the book.
Sure.
And Daisy, she like sees Gatsby's shirts for the first time.
Oh,
She's
yeah, you
like,
told me this.
these are the nicest shirts I've ever seen. And she's like caressing them. That just reminded me of that. Anyway, work. Let's dig in.
Let's dig in. We need to have an intro. Cute intro. Doodle-doo-doo-doo.
Should we do one? Actually,
Doodle-doo-doo-doo.
if you're like, if you can comment somewhere, comment down below.
I should teach you where people can comment.
Yeah, I don't know where to be.
Everywhere.
Okay, you can comment everywhere. Well, actually, this quite relates to work because this is our job right now. This is our job.
It is.
And so I'm asking you as the customer. I guess you could be the customer. I guess you could be like the customer.
Listener.
Yeah, but you know, like
of our job.
if we're the service provider.
Oh, we're the bosses.
and
Oh,
then,
service
and
provider.
then they are the customer.
Right.
You know, the producer and the listener.
Customer.
The
Yeah, they are
creative
consuming what
and
we are
the
producing.
creative and the consumer.
Yeah, they are consuming what we are producing.
Then my question to you is, do you think we should have a
Jingle.
jingle?
I think we should have a jingle.
Jingle.
I think we should have a jingle. We'll find a jingle somewhere.
Who could do it? I'm not going to do it.
I can sing it.
Please don't.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Oh,
Do-do-do-do.
we have a friend who plays the cello. I don't know anyone else plays an instrument.
It's gonna be like do-do-do-do-do. Let's dig in with a man.
Oh my God, like that, you know, The Holiday where Jack Black makes makes songs for makes the tune for
Exactly.
Iris and what's his face?
Yep.
Scooby-Doo.
Scoop-a-doo.
Okay, let's get back on topic. Fuck. Okay. Work.
What?
See, this is how I feel about work. I don't like to talk about it and I don't like to do it.
Well, we made a whole episode out of it. So let's talk about where our humble beginnings were.
Humble beginnings.
What was your first job?
Humble.
Humble.
It's as humble as they fucking come. I'm not gonna lie. The year was, I was 15, so when I was 16, I finished high school. That means it was 2000. The year was 2007.
Perfect.
Oh my God, the year was actually 2007.
Right before the financial crisis.
For who?
Everyone.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. Pretty big.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh,
It was pretty big.
I thought it was just like,
No.
it was a global recession.
It's
wasn't
a
it, then?
global thing.
Yeah. I don't know. I wasn't very tuned into politics. I was 15. I was 15 and I was busting my ass at the restaurant.
A restaurant.
So
I don't even know this story.
when you're 15, huh?
Do I know this story?
Yes, it's my first job.
Do I know it?
Could you shut up and let me speak?
No.
So it's the first job. You asked me how I got there.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you. When you're in year 10, when you're in year 10 at school, you have to do work experience.
Right.
So you can there's a bunch of different places that have the work experience programs. People can go into whatever career path they want to do. Like people can work in a salon, or if they want to work in a salon when they're older.
It was is your one choice a salon?
No, you can work in different places. You know, the lads, they worked in a construction field or like, I don't know,
Right.
some fucking weird ass jobs. At the time I was like, I think I want to be a chef. I like have changed my career trajectory a billion times before I turned 18. So bear with me. I wanted to be a chef. So I was like, let me go and work in a restaurant. The original thing was supposed to be a 2-week work experience.
2 weeks? That's
It
it?
was 2-week work experience. Yeah, yeah. Like you go and like you work. I think we got off. I can't remember. I think we got off school. I was 15.
Oh, wow.
You got off school and you'd go to work every day.
This screams child labor.
No, it was fully child labor. Do you know how much I got paid?
How much?
£3.50 an hour.
What's the minimum wage?
Crazy. At the time, I think below 15, it was like £3.50 an hour.
That's crazy.
Yeah, isn't that nuts?
But as a 15-year-old, is that even legal?
It was then, yeah. Because it was work experience. You could work.
Were you bussing tables?
No, I was in the back. It was a little local, I don't know, bistro?
Oh.
It was a bistro. I'd call it a bistro.
You're dressed like you would be as like a server for bistro.
Ah, that's cute.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was just like chopping vegetables in the back. That's it. For 2 weeks, I chopped vegetables and I was like, I like it here. And they were like, you're a great worker. Be a waiter. And they were like, you've got a face for the front. And I was like, no shit.
So not what you wanted to do. You were trying to be a chef.
Yeah.
So they were like, no, you look pretty, so be a waiter.
Yeah, I worked for like, I think 6 months at that restaurant and then I got fired.
Why?
Because I called in sick when I wasn't sick.
How long did you have the job total?
6 months.
Oh, that's longer than I thought.
Rude. Rude.
You said you were there for 2 weeks chopping vegetables, and I was like,
2 weeks chopping vegetables because of the work experience.
Right.
That was part of the school program.
And then you started being
Forced
a waiter.
child labor was
Right.
the name of the program at school.
Right.
At school.
Right.
That they made you do. And then, yeah, I got the job.
So your first job was in restauranting,
That's
and
exactly what
my
I'd say.
first job was in customer service as a sales associate at Ye Old American Eagle Outfitters.
That was your first job?
Yeah.
That was your first job?
Yeah, in high school.
This episode's going to be short because you didn't do much else after
I
that.
did. I've had 3 jobs.
Oh my God.
4 including this one.
That's crazy. I've had like 17
5, I guess.
billion.
No. So I started working at American Eagle. I had 2. It was like sophomore year of
How
high
old were you?
school. 16.
Okay.
16. I had 2 interviews at 2 places. It was Bojangles or American Eagle.
And you chose American Eagle?
Yeah, I was going to work in Bojangles.
Oh, you'd be like way more obese than you already were. at that
Yeah,
age.
exactly.
We've seen the pictures.
Whoa. I shopped in the husky section of Kohl's. Yes, I was a little chubby. So no, I didn't want to do that. They wouldn't let me off during like football games because I had to go sing with my choir for the national anthem at football games. They wouldn't let me off for that. So they were like, you're gonna have to work to that. And I was like, no, I want to be Greek.
You're gay.
Yeah. I want to be in chorus.
You're one of them queers.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Got
he was
it.
like, no. Actually, I think I got accepted to it, but I also interviewed with American Eagle at the time. And I was like, I want to be working at American Eagle because they have cool clothes. And
No,
I
that
was
would be like when you're in high school and someone works in like retail. You're
totally.
like, oh my fucking God, that's so cool.
Totally.
There was a girl that worked at Topshop and I was like, you are the cuntest person on the planet.
cooler
oh
than
God.
American Eagle for
Oh my
sure.
God. Oh, 100%.
American Eagle was cool at the time. It was like the mid-ground between Aeropostale and...
Huh?
Aeropostale?
What?
Aeropostale?
No.
Aeropostale.
No. Aeropostale?
Am I pronouncing it wrong?
Aeropostale?
Yeah.
What is it?
Aeropostale.
Aeropostale?
Yes.
What's Aeropostale?
It's a clothing brand.
Aeropostale?
It was like the lower tier of like the Hollister and the Abercrombie stores. Aeropostale. Did it not make it over there to your side of the
Abercrombie?
pond? No. Abercrombie and Hollister were the higher
Are you
end
having
ones.
a seizure?
No.
What the fuck are you on about?
Abercrombie and Hollister were the higher end. American Eagle was the
Okay.
mid-range.
Okay.
And then Aeropostale.
No, never heard of
Yes.
it. No.
It's a thing.
No. It sounds like a place you'd
Aeropostale.
get like value bins.
Kinda.
Wow, sounds so fun.
So I worked in the mid-tier because I tried to get a job at Hollister. I wasn't hot enough.
No. Oh my God, I once interviewed. I got accepted at a Hollister thing, but they were like, you have to
Crazy.
shave your face. And I was like,
Oh, nope.
so you're racist. I'm not going to do
Just
that.
shave your face.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
No, American Eagle took everyone. Very inclusive at the time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Including you, big back bitch.
I'm being attacked.
Okay, so that's fun.
Yeah, and I was a really good salesperson. I actually was the, looking back on it, not so proud of this moment, but I was like the highest credit card salesman of the American Eagle staff in Hickory, North Carolina.
So you're the devil.
So I'm the devil, yes.
That's
so I
so
got
funny.
so many people in credit card debt.
Yeah.
Like the percentage rate was like, I don't know, 25, 30% or something. And then
That's crazy.
I'd be like, So, do you want 10% off of your order today if you sign up for an American Eagle credit card? You get so many points, you get so many and I was like, you're in credit card debt now.
That happened to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember.
I was at Topshop when I was 18. Someone was like, you can get credit card to get this purchase 10% off. And I was like, that is amazing. Oh my God. Wait,
free.
Wait, what's the catch? And then they like charged me and I didn't have to pay that. I didn't have to pay because they put it on the credit card.
Right, obviously.
And I was like, I didn't know what was going on. So I was like, that was free. That's crazy.
It's just gone and I have clothes. The money is gone. The clothes are in my hand. I'm good.
That is crazy. I'm like, I'm 18. I'm like, I want like new clothes for every night out.
So you kept buying new clothes on the credit card?
Buying new clothes. And then I like got in such bad credit card debt. And then they went to collections.
Crazy.
And so these collections would like come to my house. And then my mum moved. And so did I. So I don't know why that I don't know what happened to that. I don't know what happened to that.
Ooh.
If you're listening, credit card people, no, you're not.
I don't know if your debtor is listening to this podcast.
Isn't that crazy though?
Yeah, that's crazy.
But like, also, I feel like the statute of limitations has expired on such a thing.
I don't know if that applies to these situations.
No, I do think so. I think
Okay.
so.
I believe.
Because where does the collection go if you've not been?
I don't like to think about
I don't
debt.
live in that country anymore. Fuck off.
No, I don't like to think about things like that.
So that's your problem.
Yeah, I was really good at my job. I was a great sales employee.
How long were you there for?
All through high school. So 3 years from sophomore year, probably. And then I worked some in college. So I think 5 years total. I would come back because
I started at 16.
Sophomore year, 16. 18 is when senior year when you graduate high school. And then I would come down sometimes to work because my school was close to where it was, like an hour away. So I'd still come down and work sometimes on like Black Fridays because you get double. You get paid overtime. It was so good. I went to a Black Friday. I was there at midnight until 7 a.m. Actually, I worked more than 8 hours on some days. And I was like, I'm here for 12 hours.
Did you have to do audits?
Yeah, like inventory.
They make you come in at 5 a.m.
Inventory,
And
yeah.
you just be like scanning everything. This is truly the most mundane activity human beings could possibly ever have imagined to do. You just stand and scan thousands of items throughout the day.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I learned a lot in that job. I learned to talk to people. I learned to sell credit cards. I learned teamwork.
Do you know what? Everything that you learned at American Eagle, you're applying in your current life right now.
Really?
Yeah. You talk to people through your phone and the microphone.
Uh-huh.
You sell via brand partnerships and affiliate links.
Affiliate links. Yes.
And what the hell was the other thing?
Teamwork. I'm working with you.
You're working with me.
Nice. That's a nice job.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that was my first job.
And how old are you to finish that?
20.
See, between 60, my 15 and 20, I had 50 billion jobs. Let me spitfire around them.
Spitfire them.
Because I'll only stop at a significant one. There was a significant story to tell.
Throw me all of your...
If you have any questions in between, please let me know whilst I'm going. Don't ask me afterwards because then I'll lose my train of thought.
Throw them at me.
Okay. I got fired from the restaurant when I was 15 going on 16 because I really wanted to go out. I think it was my birthday. It was close to anyway. I'd saved up quite a little bit of money and then I got really drunk on my 16th birthday and I lost a bunch of cash that I was carrying around and it was crazy. And I was like, maybe I need a job again because I was like, you know what? I'm 16 now. I'm young. I'm free. And then I want to be like crazy. And turns out I was a bit too crazy. I lost a bunch of cash. I went out for my birthday.
Yeah.
When I was 16, I got wasted. And then I had cash in my bag. And I'm sure one of the friends, someone that was with, I was at like a house party and someone that I was with, I'm sure went in my bag and stole my money. Yeah.
Like one of your friends?
Like £100. Yeah.
Like one of your friends?
Yeah.
Do you know?
No.
Do you know for sure?
No. Yeah, I know that one of them did it.
But you don't know for
sure. I don't know who it was.
Oh, you don't know who it was? Oh.
Because who else would have taken it? Rude. Who else would have taken it?
Crazy.
Anyway, fuck. I love to diverge from the main topic. Then I was like, maybe I need some money. So then me and my friend Rachel, we signed up to do like flyer delivery at this pizza place. Oh, actually, all of these jobs I had were all on one road. A few doors down with this like pizza place. We literally went around this entire street and we were just like handing out our CVs. And then I was like, please hire us. We're so poor and I want money to buy alcohol. Literally the only thing I wanted money for.
What else do you need money for when you're 16?
And cigarettes. That's all I needed money for.
What am I saying? I had my first drink at 18.
Loser.
Continue. You're handing out flyers at a pizza shop.
To get fucking cigarettes. Yeah. Priorities, mate.
Menthols?
Of course, menthols. Hello? Fuck. My God. What do you think I am? Barbaric. So I was handing out these flyers. It was really cold, and I was like, this is so boring. We lasted a day. He was like, apparently the guy from the pizza place was driving around watching us, and we would shove them in people's bins. And we were like throwing them down the gutter, like into like
Not the gutter.
into the water system.
You didn't even recycle them?
No, I was fucking 16. I didn't give a shit about that.
And so he saw that.
So he saw that, and we went over to get money, and he was like, I'm not paying you because you didn't do any of it. There was no flyers at any of the houses that we asked you to put flyers at. And so I was like,
You only had to put them. You didn't have to give them
it
to
was
anyone.
so boring.
Did you have to give them to
No,
someone?
we had to
You
put
just
them
had to
in
put them?
We had to walk around and just put them through people's letterboxes.
And you could have gotten money for your cigarettes?
Yeah.
And you just decided not to?
I mean, we were stupid. We were stupid. I know.
That was the easiest job ever.
I know. But then we got fired, whatever. So didn't make it the day. Again, I'm 16 and I was really dumb. Did I have another job after that? I don't think Oh, no.
Grocery store.
How did you know that?
Because I know.
How did you know that?
I know
That
your
was coming
history.
next. And then further up the same street.
I've seen this grocery store, that's
yeah,
why.
I know. Further up the same road, I worked at the Co-op. Like it's like a convenience store, grocery store kind of thing. And I worked there for quite a bit, and I made some good friends, and I kind of liked that job. It was fun. It was very like chill. But I'd finished high school by this point, and I was at sixth form college, which is still your like high school.
Yes.
I was 17.
End of high school.
I was 16, 17.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was working at this little grocery store, convenience store place, and I loved it. I was like so fun. And then one day this man walked in. It was just like a Monday night, and he was like so friendly, and he was like asking me to do all these like weird transactions, and I couldn't quite understand what was going on. And there was a line forming, and I was like, yeah, let me quickly put these transactions through. He was like paying for things with like he was trying to top up his like gas and electric cards that you could do, you know.
Yeah.
And then he was like using like a credit card, but he had the credit card number written down. But I bear in mind, I'm 16.
Right.
My frontal cortex has
It's not even there.
not even there. Clearly, you've all heard the past story. It's not there. So I was like, la 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 la, let me enter these numbers that you gave me on a scrap piece of paper to make this transaction go through. And he was like paying for his gas and electric cards, which I thought were gas and electric. And they ended up being gambling cards. That's what they were. It was like gambling. He was like chopping up his like gambling cards. And I was like, that was weird. Anyway, next please. And the next day, my manager called me and they were like, you have to come into work because the police are here. And I was like, I have to go to school.
I have to go to school now.
I have to go to school now. Sorry. And then anyway, when I went in, they were like, they had a full police investigation. Crazy. And they were like, you look really chummy with this guy. So do you know him? And I was like, no, I'm just really friendly. I promise I don't know who he was. I'm so sorry. I didn't know what was going on. It was like really busy and I didn't know what to do. And then they were like, you should have called us if you needed like help, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I'm 16. You left me like to man the tills by myself.
Also, child labor.
I know, literally. So you can say all of these instances were not my fault. Needless to say, I got fired, and I was actually quite sad because I liked that job.
That's weird that they fired you.
It was really fun.
Then what?
And then it didn't work.
Jesus.
Wait, did I work again until I went to uni? I didn't, but my best friend in college, she like was working as a shot girl. She was like sell Jello shots at the club. And I'd go and support. I worked and would like do Jello shots.
Why didn't you get that job?
Clubs. I'd go and support.
Sounds like a great job.
I'm also missing parts of my memory from that point in my life because it was very chaotic. It was like, this was like 17, 18 and I was like really going to the clubs for the first time. And so...
Well, you were working simply for cigarettes and alcohol.
It's all a blur. Oh my God, yeah. Did I have a job when I went to the other college? I can't say. You know what? I can't say if I did or not. And then I moved to university. And
Me too.
And then the jobs got weird.
Oh, I only had one job in university.
What was it?
Mine are so boring. I worked for American Eagle for 10 years.
I'm
for American Eagle for 10 years. I worked in American.
Busting my ass for that company my whole life.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa. That's too damn bad.
Too damn bad.
I worked for American Eagle for 5 years, and then I was like, let me find a job at my university so I don't have to go home sometimes and work for the corporation. So I found a job as like every university would have like a art museum.
Good God.
Like a gallery where they would like show like students' work.
Okay.
Did you have one of those?
I went to an art school. The whole building was a museum.
Okay, well we had the one thing that was like an art gallery.
Okay.
And I was like the person who like sat there and like minded the art.
What the fuck?
while people like walked around, and I would shadow them and make sure they didn't touch the art.
It's like an old man job.
I know. But I just literally most of the time, no one came in. So I just sat there doing
No
like,
shit.
yeah, obviously. So I sat there like working on my schoolwork.
Which was, I feel like this is quite relevant because what did you do at uni?
I studied international relations.
Talk to me, please, about a day in the life of an international relations student at. Don't tell me the name of the university. Wait, at State.
Say the whole word.
That's such a hard word to say for me.
It's an easy one.
Appalachian.
Yeah.
Appalachian.
Yeah.
I remember you used to call it Appalachian. Appalachian State. Appalachian State.
Appalachian State University.
Okay.
Yeah.
In here.
Nope.
Boone, North Carolina.
Boone, North Carolina.
Boone, North Carolina.
Boone, North Carolina. A day in the life, I would wake up in my little room and I would look at my globe and say,
Globe.
I'm going to live over there one day
You had a
across
globe
the
in
ocean.
your-
No, I'm kidding. I'm joking.
Oh.
I would
And like cut to the scene. Da 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 da. Kelly Clarkson breakaway plays.
I'm like spinning the globe.
So I pray I could break away
To Germany.
out of the darkness and into.
Whoa. What did I do? I had a major in global studies. I had a focus in human rights. I had minors in Spanish and nonprofit management.
This is all so random.
So I would go
Human rights?
Yeah. It was just like what you would like study.
Okay.
It was just like a lot of papers and a lot of like theses and
Sometimes you say words so weird.
oh, shut up. It was like a lot of just like learning about the world and cultures and religions of the world and like human rights and
Religions
like
of the world is crazy work. RE. You like
RE?
RE, religious education. RE, that's what we used to call it.
no, religions
was-
of the world.
Which is like religious education.
Yeah.
And then what?
And that's what I had. And then I decided to work in a gallery so I could do my work because I was a good student. I was a really good student. I was a really good sales. I was so good. I never lost a job. I never got fired. I only quit. And that's the motto. Quit, don't be fired.
Okay, that's rude, first of all. And second of all, get some character. Get some gumption, shall I say.
Shut up. What did you do in college?
Live a little. In my first year, I moved to Liverpool and I was like, let me get a fucking job doing what I love to do.
What?
Fucking partying. So I did. My first job at uni, I'm not even fucking joking. First year of uni, me and my friend would stand out on Bold Street in Liverpool near the square and we would hand out wristbands for the Monday night party. I think it was called like Cheeky Monkey.
You're insane.
It's called
Cheeky
It's
monkey?
called Cheeky Monkey, yeah. No, wait. There was like a different one on Mondays that I used to work for specifically.
There was another one that's not Cheeky Monkey?
No, but there was a club night called Cheeky Monkey. And then there was another one Monday nights at, fuck me if I remember the name of that fucking shithole. But yeah, I used to like stand outside and I would get £1 for every wristband I sold. So I'd sell wristbands on the street. I think people would pay £2. And then
So you got half of that?
I think so.
That's a good deal.
Yeah, I think so. But then they would go into the club and buy more drinks. I feel like that's what the deal was. Who the fuck knows?
Memory is
I
bad.
wasn't paying attention.
My memory is bad too. So.
We did really well, and then it got too cold, and I was like, "Fuck this."
So how long?
But like
did
we
you
would
work
like
that?
go a couple months, actually 2 months maybe.
Okay.
Two sounds good.
That's a good run in your books.
Yeah. I think it was like winter by this point too, so it was definitely like November-ish, and then by the time it was getting to December, I was like, "It's so cold." Liverpool is like by the sea. Are we calling it the sea?
The
Yeah.
sea.
Yeah. The sea? What is the sea?
I don't- you went to school there.
Yeah.
I don't
it's-
know.
Yeah. And then it was windy as fuck.
Right.
If you ever got caught in a wind tunnel in the winter.
Can't say that I
It's
have.
just so cold. It's like bone chilling. Yeah, me being stood out on the streets on a Monday night, handing out little wristbands to Cheeky Monkey didn't sound very appealing at the end of the night.
You were one of my least favorite people.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh no, it wasn't called Cheeky Monkeys because like, my friend had a Northern Irish accent, and I can imagine her saying something, and it wasn't Cheeky Monkey. I can't remember, but imagine it was Cheeky Monkey, and she'd be like, "Hey fellas, Cheeky Monkey tonight," and I'd be like, "Hey lads, you on fire?"
Ew. You
Yeah,
were
I'd be
the
like-
ones trying to get the lads in?
Yeah, I'd be like,
You?
hey girls, you going to Cheeky Monkey tonight? Isn't that so embarrassing? Isn't that so embarrassing?
Did it teach you anything? Did you learn anything? from this job?
Yeah, I got to go there for free afterwards.
Perfect.
Get shit faced.
This is why you did it.
It was pretty good, actually. And also it got me like well known in like the, I don't know,
Social circle?
party planning or
Oh,
the like weird nightlife scene in Liverpool.
Yeah. You knew the people.
Yeah, I think Monday nights was like Cheeky Monkey. Tuesday nights
I don't think there were any other nights but Cheeky Monkey.
No, Tuesday nights was Bumper.
Bumper?
I think the club was called Bumper. But I can't remember the name of the actual
What were the
thing.
name of the other parties? I must know.
You've been to Heebie Jeebies.
I have been to Heebie Jeebies.
Yeah. And that was like a very like, I was an older student bar. It was like more so like third years. Would go there. I'm talking about this for so long because this is like truly part of my job.
It's a deep dive into Liverpool.
Yeah, I know. Ugh, I do miss it. It's so trash.
Do you want to hold a whole episode on Liverpool?
I love that. I would love that.
Do you have another job in uni?
That's a good question.
Dig deep.
Let me think. Do you know at uni, my first year, I only went in. My attendance was 30 things. Like it was registered at the end of the year. My first year, I was registered present at 30 lectures, seminars,
What?
group things throughout the whole year.
How many total were there?
Oh, hundreds.
Like you had 5 classes a week or something?
Hundreds. And I went to 30 in the year.
Oh, didn't you get...
I failed.
Yeah.
I had to redo. I really wanted to go to uni just because I love the social aspect of it. I went to an art school. I went to Liverpool John Moores University. I studied interior design. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm like, okay. And I really didn't want to be there. So I was being forced to be there.
Yeah.
And I really just enjoyed the social aspect of university. So I like went to be social and make friends and didn't participate in any of the actual learning.
Because why else would you be at university but to learn?
Make friends and get social skills.
So
Party.
Party and drink cigarettes.
And so basically, yeah,
You had another job.
No, wait. I was talking about uni.
Ah.
Uni. Oh, yeah, uni. Oh my God, yeah. I had to redo a bunch of like assignments because I didn't do them properly. No shit, because I didn't go. And then I did. I was like, I really want to stay at uni. I had to write like this like statement being like, I really do want to apply myself. And then they accepted me. Oh no, I think my mum I already moved into my second year house. And then my mum got a letter and she like sent a picture of it to me. And it was like, you have not made it to second year. And I was like, I already paid the deposit for my house. So like, I fucking better be. I like went into college. I went into uni the next day. I literally went in and be like, I go here. I go here and I don't care what you say.
Crazy.
I don't care what you say. I go here.
This is crazy.
I literally had to go in and be like, I don't care. Like, I have to be here.
It's so funny. We're so opposite. I was literally an honors student in college.
Oh my God.
Like I went into college in the honors college of the university. Like the smartest little smarties of the smarts.
Okay.
It's so funny how opposite we are.
Yeah, I know.
Like I was like a straight A. I don't think I made less than an A in college.
But did you have friends? There we go. There we go.
I had some friends.
That's nice. See, some's nice.
I had some friends.
But have fun stories to tell.
I didn't go to parties. I also went to Boone. I was in Boone, North Carolina. We didn't have parties.
Oh, that's sad. Life's not all about the pies. But when you're 17, 18, 19, yeah, it really is. It really is.
29, 30, 31.
It really is. It really is. Yeah, anyway,
So no more jobs in university.
No.
Oh, you had another one. All
I did
right.
have another one. I applied for Hollister in my second year. And then,
yes, I remember this.
Yeah, applied for Hollister in my second year, and they're like you have to shave, and I was like, I'm not doing that. Let me tell you this to your face. I would look like a prepubescent child if I did that. And so I said, not for me. I was like, I won't change myself for anyone, and I didn't.
Not you, Hollister.
No. And then
Was this at the same time they had the men standing outside?
not in the UK, they didn't.
I think maybe that was like a special occasion thing in the US. Not like all the time. They didn't have men outside all the time.
Yeah, no.
But they had nice pictures of men inside.
They had lovely pictures of men.
And it was really dark and really
it
nice
was like
smells.
so like cool.
Nice
You
smells.
walk in and you're like, oh my God, it smells amazing.
And the clothes were trash.
Oh, so trash.
The big seagull. The big seagull logo.
Is that what that thing was?
It was a seagull.
Seagull?
They were a seagull.
They picked the rat of the sky.
They're like it's like a California brand.
There's a fucking seagull in Liverpool too. There's a fucking seagull epidemic in Liverpool. Fucking hell. That's what they chose.
Yeah.
The rat of the sky.
Well, Abercrombie already picked the moose, so what else are they going to pick?
I don't know. Like an eagle. Oh, American Eagle probably had that, didn't they? You can't feel like you can't copyright a fucking bird.
Aeropostale.
What is an aeropostale?
I don't actually know.
You're a weirdo. You're making this up.
No, I'll show you after. And so you worked at a different clothing shop.
No, yeah, I did actually. Yeah. I feel like there's something else in between that I'm missing. but it escapes me. At the beginning of my third year, the year that I was supposed to like really apply myself and like focus on my dissertation and really focus on my studies, I got a job at a clothing store and I loved it so much. Because I had all my uni friends, I had all my friends from like parties that I'd been to, like people's housemates, people's other housemates. You just like how you meet friends in Liverpool. And I was like,
Right.
haven't really met anyone new in a really long time. Start working here and I fucking loved it. I was like, this is so fun, so cool. Everyone's so vibey in this place.
Yeah.
I made so many friends. We'd go on like nights out after work. It was so fun.
Yeah.
And I had the best time ever. And then that's where I met like so many of my close friends. I'm still friends with some of the people I used to work with there.
Yeah.
And
All of your jobs did really revolve around social.
Yeah. Dude, I'm a Gemini, Libra. Like obviously like I seek out social interactions. It's the only reason I want a job.
I wanted stability.
Because you done? Like you're at uni and then you move to Germany.
Yeah, and then I have 2 more.
I moved to Australia still.
Oh my God.
I'm in Liverpool. This is my final year of uni. And then I moved to Manchester for 6 months before I moved to Australia. Okay, let me just quickly fuck it. This is supposed to be the quick version. I work for a retail clothing store in Liverpool, graduate university, loved it so much, moved back to Manchester, graduated uni, actually got my degree. I got
Congrats.
Graduated with honors.
Good job. Whoa. Honors?
Yeah.
You?
Yeah.
Honors?
I wrote my thesis
How?
in a week.
You faked it.
I know, I literally like lied about all of No, I don't give a fuck. You think my fucking
Degree revoked.
You think do you think so? Imagine.
Oh.
No, I like made up all my primary research. Like I'm like no one is gonna
Also, like, if you lost your degree, oh no, you lost your interior design degree.
Where is it? Where is it? It's in a frame somewhere. My mum hasn't moved since I like graduated.
I think you've lost that
I don't
degree.
know where the fuck that degree is.
It doesn't exist
It does not
anymore.
exist. And then I moved back to Manchester to live with my mum whilst in between me graduating and moving to Australia. I already had my visa and everything like lined up. So I just wanted to save some money. Moved to Manchester, started working in the Manchester store, made so many new friends, still friends with so many of those people now.
Yeah.
Loved that store.
Yeah.
Became supervisor. So fun.
Crazy.
And then I was
Up.
like, I have to leave you guys.
Yeah.
And then worked.
I've got to go my own way.
Yeah, and then left that job. So fun though. I loved it. I moved to Melbourne and I was like, I've got savings in my bank account, so I don't need to do a job this second. I want to travel for a bit. I traveled the Great Ocean Road and I was like, wait, this is really expensive here. Let me get my ass back to Melbourne and get a job. Met a guy on New Year's Eve who was manager of a famous restaurant at the time. Was it famous? I don't fucking know. It was a meatball and wine bar. Oh my God, it was so fun. It was so fun too because I didn't really know anyone in Australia. I didn't know anyone in Australia. I didn't know anyone in Melbourne. And then I started working at this job. They made me the assistant manager because I like really hyped up there as a supervisor of my store.
Right. You fubbed your resume. Everyone's fubbed a
But
resume.
now I'm 22 years old and then I become assistant manager of Meatball and Wine Bar.
Yeah.
And listen to me. I got to choose the people who we hired. So I made the coolest people that would walk in.
You
and
made
be like,
hiring decisions?
Yeah. People
That's
would come in and
crazy.
be like, just go out after work all the time. It was so fun. Because like Monday nights, Tuesday, like it was like industry nights. So you'd go to like Laser Pig around the corner. That was the first time I ever like experienced like drag.
Yeah.
I was like 22 and I would go out in Melbourne and just like work my little shift and then go out. It was so fun. It was such a fun life. Anyway, did that for a while and then quit because I wanted to travel a bit. Mm-hmm. And then hopped around some like backpacker hostels, like traveled a little bit. And then in between those, I like found myself at the Nomads backpacking hostel. Mm-hmm. And then I like was doing work for accommodation. Mm-hmm. In between that time, I was doing woofing, which is work for accommodation, working and
No.
woofing. Woofing. Do you know what that is?
Working out
Yeah.
or
But
farming.
No. It was like helping people, I don't know what actually stands for.
I've never woofed before.
Alexa, define woofing. Woofing, a way to work and travel whilst, I don't know what she just said. Yeah, so I was doing that. It was basically like work for accommodation.
Yeah.
So I was like doing that.
Yeah.
I was doing that. And I was doing that at a hostel.
Yeah.
And then I moved to Sydney and then I was doing that at that hostel. And then I was like, my visa's up. Gotta go.
Skedaddle.
Gotta go.
Get the fuck out of there.
And then we're about to go to Germany.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was a good lightning round.
Thank you.
You're getting stuck in there for a
I
second.
tried so hard.
You've had so many jobs.
You
I've had
guys.
5 and you've had 25 apparently.
Yeah, I know.
Jesus.
There's still more to come.
Oh my God. I moved to Germany after college because I had an internship, or I got an internship through this organization that I worked with in college. If you want to know more about that, just go back to the How We Met episode and you'll see that. I moved to Germany after college. I had an internship with DHL for a data analytics internship.
Now talk to me about the day in the life of a data analyst at DHL in Frankfurt.
Well, I would wake up and I would look at my globe.
That was funny.
Then very sadly spin it around and land on Frankfurt, Germany, because that's where I fucking ended up.
That is crazy, though.
I said out of anywhere in the world I could land.
But did you like it? Like when you first moved, you're like, whoa, this is crazy. Like culture
Yeah,
shock?
because it was like one of my first times like living outside of the country. So I was like, oh my God, Germany, this is so cool.
Before that.
No, like living, like that was like living and like working and like aiming to be there for a while.
Right.
I was like, yeah, that's cool. It's like it's a city, so it has like a skyline. There's like buildings.
It's
like
a skyline.
It has skyscrapers, which like most other European cities don't have. Like big. Actually, yes, they do. It's such a lot. They do.
German cities don't.
German cities don't. So it was nice. Day in the life. I would wake up and then I would get on the bus early on, 6 a.m., 6:30 a.m.
The airport shuttle.
To the airport.
Mind you.
Yes, I was getting there.
Airport shuttle.
I was getting there. We're going to the airport shuttle because my job was at the airport. It was at the DHL cargo at the airport, Frankfurt Airport. So I would go on my little bus. Sadly, I would pick up a little sandwich on the way from the little grocery store.
Oh my God, let's talk about the sandwiches in Germany. The bricks.
Oh, they're bricks. Yeah. It's mostly bread.
Oh my God.
There's like
but
one
they're like
slice of deli meat on it.
It's like the fucking hardest bread you've ever had in your life. Like the pre-prepared sandwiches.
That would be my breakfast. It was like
crazy work.
10 pounds of bread.
Yeah, crazy. Okay,
No wonder I was
continue.
fat. It's true, I was. So I would go to the airport and then I would sit down at my desk and there would be one German lady sat across from me and she was my boss and that would be it. There would be some other people in the office, but it would just be us. I would go get a little coffee from the German coffee machine, get my filtered glass coffee, put a little like milk in there or something, put some sugar in there, and then I would do that 10 more times by the end of the morning because I was so bored.
Talk to me about your fucking job, bitch.
I would just sat on Excel. I don't know. I lied and I said I knew how to like do Excel functions. I know how to sum something and add something up. And then they gave me really hard jobs and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. It's your fault for hiring me. I lied, but it's your fault.
Wow. So you do lie.
So that's when I started also doing freelance writing and copywriting and ghost writing to make a few extra bucks. Because I was making some money from this job, but I was like, I don't really want to do this anymore.
What was the website that you used to use?
Upwork.
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
It's where you would find like little jobs. And they had a copywriting job. So I would like actually, this is when I started doing like ghost articles. So do you know those articles where you go online, you're like, what do I do in Thailand?
Literally.
That's literally one of the examples that I gave you originally.
I
I'm like, now
remember.
we're going to Thailand in 2
We
weeks.
literally like, okay, we're going to Thailand. I feel like actually when this episode comes out, we're going to be in Thailand.
Yeah.
When you were doing that, when we met in Berlin, like you asked me, you sent that to me because I'd been to Thailand already. And you sent that over to me to read over to make sure it was like actually things people would do.
As I was saying, like I would write these like listicle articles with 7 top things to do in Thailand, or 7 things to eat in Thailand, or what to do in Thailand, or anything else besides Thailand. I could just think of that right now. One was like a nursing home website, and it was like what to do with your granny with dementia.
What the fuck?
I was writing like 8 things to do to help your grandma with
crazy.
dementia.
That's crazy. But this is why when those things like people like Matt are writing them.
Or AI now, honestly, it's AI.
No, it's
right
fully
now.
AI now.
But back then it was me. Back in my day,
crazy.
I was slaving over this little laptop
you
and I was
remember?
typing away. What?
How? Okay, one of my like good friends from high school, her now ex-boyfriend,
Yes, I remember this.
hired you. I think we found this out like years later.
I know, it's crazy.
We found this out years later that when you were living in Germany, one of my friends, like my friend's boyfriend at the time, hired you to do
For this ghostwriting opportunity.
for opportunity.
It was a nursing home one.
This is why. Oh my God, really? That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And she told me, she was like, I just realized.
I know, it's crazy.
He just told me.
So that's what I was doing. And that's when I started doing that during my job at the airport. I would sit at my desk and pretend to be doing Excel sheet things, but I was really just like doing my other job.
And we were 1 degree of association away and we didn't even know it.
I know.
That's crazy.
I know. It's crazy.
Through
And
this
then
random man on Upwork.
Yeah. And then I quit that internship 6 months in. And then I moved to Berlin to continue doing freelance writing and copywriting and like starting my Instagram journey. And that's where like the Instagram shit happened. That's when I started doing Instagram, and like that whole influencer shenanigans.
How fast did you get like your Instagram following up?
It was from like when I moved to Germany and then I met you. I was like at 20,000, 30,000 on Instagram. And then I think by the time I got to Canada,
No, I want to know like how did you get up to 10K like when you were on Instagram?
it was like Instagram was really easy to grow on back in the day. Like you would just post something and you get thousands of followers if you were good at it. And I started doing like fashion, lifestyle, travel and all that. And people were like, oh my God, I'm really interested in what you're doing. And I was like, I don't know, it's just like travel diaries, basically. And then my life. And then my fashion, which was Top Man, ASOS. And that's it.
Oh, it's at the top of my brain. It's at the top of my brain. What's the German one called? The orange, it's like an orange logo. Everyone used to work for them or like they just do all the ads. There's an office in Berlin.
I don't know.
Zalando!
Oh, Zalando. Zalando.
Zalando.de.
Crazy work. Crazy work.
Wow, that really took me back.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And that was the start of my influencer journey. And then you had a different job in Berlin before you started. You had like 10 other jobs.
I can quickly do this one because this one's boring as fuck. When I moved to Berlin. Actually, no. After I left Australia, I was home for like half of a second. And then I did like a temp job. Like I did a temp office job. And I was like, nope, this is horrible. And I was like at the job, like looking for flights to move to Germany. And then I was like gone within a couple of weeks.
Nice.
And then was working at a hostel. The hostel that I like first arrived in, I was like cleaning at the hostel. And it was fucking horrible. Actually, the guy never paid me.
Oh.
I know.
Child labor.
He was a piece of shit. I was 22. No, wait. I was 20. No, I'm 24 now. Oh my God, I'm 24?
Old child labor.
I'm 24 now. Fucking hell.
Crazy.
Oh, yeah. I got a job when I was like looking for an English speaking role in Berlin. I landed upon this customer service like role, which sounded so fun because it was like for a fashion company. Nette Porter and Mr. Porter.
Now take me through the life of a customer service representative.
I would wake up in the morning, I would take the train to Theodor Heusplatz, and I would walk to my building. I'd stand outside and cry, smoke a cigarette, then go upstairs, and then I would sit at my desk for 20 minutes. I'd go downstairs and have another cigarette. I'd sit at my desk for another 20 minutes, go for coffee, eat some food, go downstairs and have another cigarette, and then go back upstairs.
What a job.
I literally didn't spend more than 20 minutes at my desk at one time. I worked there for a year and a half.
This sounds eerily similar to your first year in university.
Shut the fuck up. Anyway, I was there for the friends. I made so many great friends. So many lifelong friends. Like so many people from that office are like so near and dear to my heart and love them to death. We just were on this like one big long English like row of people. It was the most like mundane, you can imagine it. It's this mundane, like German office cubicle bullshit situation you could ever imagine.
Lights,
Fluorescent lighting,
carpet.
Our manager, like the manager was this Italian guy who was just like a big baby. He was like not cognizant of anything at all. Like, oh, everything, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, nothing is getting done here. There was a time where I was like I wanted to like, streamline some things, or like this thing is going wrong, or something's annoying me and there's no way to fix something. And he'd be like, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, well,
Great.
You don't give a shit about this place, so I don't give a shit about this place.
Yeah.
And then left that. We started doing photography, like out of like fun.
Yeah.
As a hobby.
Yeah.
Because I really loved I did love the arts. Like growing up, I loved the arts. But I just never knew which.
Interior design.
Well, apparently. It was I just wanted to go to uni. It was the easiest thing to do. And then some of my friends that was in that course with are like designing like full hotels and restaurants. And I'm like...
I got a podcast.
Great. And I have a podcast that they're probably listening to whilst they do their sketches. So
exactly.
You know
proud
what?
of you.
It's all full circle. Yeah, I'm proud of you. You should be proud of me too. I applied myself. And then, yeah, I was fucking over that bullshit. This is when I had already decided to leave the country. Packed up my bags, moved to Toronto, and then I got a job at a hotel. I was a host and a barista for 6 months. And oh my fucking Christ, did I work pretty much every day.
You did. You were gone all the time.
I was gone all the time.
But
the friends at that place were amazing.
Listen, and isn't that the life lesson?
It is truly like working, money, yes, but like also the social aspect of like going to a job was like the most fun thing.
There's two good things about it. There's two pros to working.
I was going to say that at the beginning, but then I wanted to get there. The social aspect of working is like truly the main thing that like kept me going.
Right.
In all of these like random job roles that I had. Yeah, I worked in hospitality again for 6 months, and then I worked in retail for 2 weeks.
You've done so much.
Nordstrom. I was at Nordstrom.
Yeah, I know you were at
and
Nordstrom.
I was supposed to be. They were like, you can be. What was I gonna do?
Drag them. You were gonna be a fucking sales, a stylist.
I was gonna be working as a stylist. I was gonna eventually be a stylist. I think they wanted me to have like floor experience, and I like did my interview with a stylist, and like I was gonna be on the stylist team. And
No, they hired you as a stylist, and then they put you in sales associate.
I was like on the men's sportswear department, and I was like,
Perfect.
nope, I'm not doing this.
Perfect.
And I like didn't come back. I just didn't go back. It's a theme actually. For me.
And then we threw balls to the wall.
Also, I was like, let me just do my life the way I want to do my life. And I started like reaching out to people, and like the contacts that I'd built already, I was like just emailing and fucking DMing a billion people to do photography full time. Because I was doing this with Matt, and I would go to like his campaign shoots and help him with everything. I was like doing everything.
He took 10% of every campaign.
I did actually at the time.
You did. You were a businessman.
I was a businesswoman. I was like, if I am going to be like doing my job at like, I'm going to be working like 9-10 hours a day at this hotel. And then come and help you shoot a campaign that you need to, and I'm getting paid for it.
Do you also remember you made me put like the little camera emoji and your name, your username on every single post that I did?
Yeah, but that was cute because I was
It
like,
was cute.
I was like,
I want to grow my photography.
Yeah, I was like, this will help me. This will help me reach people, and people will see like
I think it did
great content for you. Yeah, and it did. And people hired me to do like photography work, and I did that for like, about a year. And I was growing my own Instagram, and then eventually, fucking, was that pulling teeth? Fucking hell! And then I got signed with your agency that you were already with,
correct,
for like a whole year,
correct.
And then I started doing really well.
Yeah,
and then the pandemic happened, and then I was on EI for COVID.
Yeah, but then we were starting our TikTok.
That's when we started our TikTok.
Yeah.
And little did we know that things would skyrocket.
And now here we are talking to you.
That was exhausting. I'm tired.
I thought
that felt like a full 8-hour shift.
I thought this was going to be easy because I didn't think about how many jobs you had. You've lived 10 lives.
I know. I've missed out a couple, I'm sure.
I'm sure you have.
I'm sure.
But we're not going to go back. That's closed.
No.
That chapter is closed.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck. That was wild.
Now you know everything about us.
I have like full brain rot. I have like truly thrown myself under the bus for so many things there. With the legal system in the United Kingdom. For credit card fraud or whatever the
debt,
okay, or whatever.
You did fraud, lying on your resume, dirty liar.
I have more incriminating things, but I'm not going to say them right now.
Do we have time for a dinner table game?
Yeah, I've got time for a dinner table game.
I don't have one though. Let's play spin the bottle.
It's me and you sat at the table.
Exactly.
Oh, you freak! Fuck, marry, kill.
Okay.
DHL. American Eagle. What was your other one?
You can't even think of any of the jobs that I said.
What was your other one?
Art gallery.
Oh, art gallery watcher.
I'm going to, as the job to do, or as the
fuck, marry, kill. I don't know.
Just generally,
it's whatever you want to do with that.
I'm going to marry DHL because they're steady. And the employment is good. And it was like the most like career oriented thing that I've ever done.
I know what you're going to say next.
Okay. I'm going to, I'll fuck American Eagle.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck American Eagle for sure.
Fuck the art room watcher.
No, I would kill my art room watcher job. The watcher. I'm the watcher. I was the watcher.
That's so sad.
No, totally.
Yeah,
okay.
That was pretty easy. Actually.
Fuck, marry, kill. Now I have to think about every single one of your jobs that you've ever done.
You've got lots to work from.
Fuck, marry, kill. Meatball and wine bar. Supervisor.
I was actually assistant manager. I was my official title was 2IC, second in charge.
All right. Okay. Assistant manager of Meatball and Wine Bar in Melbourne, Australia. Random pizza flyer job. And what else did you do? Oh my God. And Netta Porter in Berlin, customer service.
I can't believe you didn't say cheeky monkey.
Well, that was with the pizza flyer.
I can't believe you didn't. That's nothing to do with the pizza flyer.
It was kind of the same. It was similar vibes, giving out things, getting people to do things.
I'm going to kill the Berlin job.
Obviously.
Because it was the most mundane thing I ever did in my whole entire life. I would marry the Meatball and Wine Bar because I didn't say before that that was the first job I ever got paid like that much money at that age. I was on like Melbourne's fucking wages were so high. I was paid like $24 an hour.
That's crazy.
AUD. At AUD, which is the same as CAD. So that
cool.
Like, helps you reference that.
Yeah, that's a lot. It like helps no one else but me.
But I was 22 and I got paid that much money, like $24 an hour. And that was crazy at the time. And I guess I'm just going to have to fuck the pizza flyer person.
As we clock off today's shift, please don't forget to rate us wherever you listen to podcasts, 5 stars only.
Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube.
And we'll see you next time at the dinner table.
Now get out.